The way Team Solar works is very simple. We take your unused land, parking lot, or roof spaces, and we put solar on them. We take on all of the expenses. We put in the labor, we work with the towns, we get the permits, we work with the utility company. We put in every dollar and every expense and every piece of effort into getting solar into those different locations. All the energy goes out through a new meter, back onto the grid, and that's where we sell it. At that point, we take some of the returns, but we also give you a share. So for 0% of the investment, you're able to then share in the returns of having solar on your building. Typically, small businesses and nonprofits have a few things that keep them from going solar. One is the high input cost. If you're going to finance it, it's not that easy to be lended to if you're a small business or a nonprofit. You're not able to get that type of capital. Even if you were able to get the cash in some way, if you were able to come up with that expense, one of the major returns in going solar is a 30% federal tax credit. Most small businesses and nonprofits, most are not able to utilize a tax credit. It's like a 30% off coupon that they can't use. So that's where this model comes into place. You don't put up any capital and you're able to share in the returns from the solar. Team Solar is essentially taking on 100% of the investment and we're splitting the returns with you. What you bring to the table is your site and the different areas that we can put solar on your location. Aside from that, you don't have any economic investment into it whatsoever. You never pay us $1. Not before, not after the installation, never at any point. We are paying you. Another part of Team Solar is that we try and take your typically non-valuable spaces and turn them into value. So your roof is typically a liability. It only ever costs you money. And we try to turn it into an asset. There's not a lot of people looking to rent out your roof space. We would be one that would be willing to give you an economic benefit from your roof. Same thing with carports. We take your parking lot area that is simply for parking vehicles, and now we put a parking lot structure over it. You don't lose any parking spaces, and you now have the economic benefit of solar. We do the same thing with ground mounts. We try and take unused land that couldn't be used for something else and turn that into an asset. So that's a big part of the Team Solar model, is to make sure that we're taking all these different locations and turning it into an asset instead of it typically being just a liability. Thanks so much, and this is a message from Team Solar.